Welcome back. Well, some of you have likely heard about the Whistle Stop Cafe and Truck Stop in Mirror, Alberta, after Alberta Health Services and RCMP closed it down for violating COVID restrictions. The owner of the cafe, Christopher Scott, was recently fined $20,000 for violating a court order by holding an anti-shutdown rally in May. Chris joined me earlier this week to share his side of the story.
It was a matter of survival at first. So we knew there was something fishy going on. We knew that what was happening to our business and other businesses, and the population in general, wasn't right. And we just made a decision to exercise some civil disobedience in order to maybe make the government pay attention to, hey, there's those of us out there that we don't agree with what you're doing, and we're not going to let you trample on our charter rights.
Regarding the fine that you received for $20,000 for violating a court order by holding an anti-shutdown rally back in May. So the judge in this case was going to sentence you to 21 days in jail, but instead he didn't want to give you martyr status. Instead, he fined you the 20 grand. So is something like this going to stop you from speaking your mind? It doesn't sound like it.
There's a huge group of like-minded people. So I don't know if you saw yesterday, but we launched our organization, WS Full Steam Ahead. And it's basically a group of like-minded individuals that want to push back against this in an organized manner so we can actually make some real change. In the couple of weeks before our formal launch, we gathered 500 and some odd members. Last night, we got another, I think, 1,500 members. So already there's 2,000 people within this organization that are going to do whatever they can, offer to volunteer, do research, help lobby, whatever they can do in order to push back against this. So a $20,000 fine plus $10,000 in costs, it doesn't even cross my mind. Like, I'm not concerned about that. We're appealing that, of course. And it's very ironic that Justice Germain, he said he didn't want to make me or the Pulowskis martyrs. But instead, he did something that kind of martyred us more. We have a compelled speech part of our sentence. What kind of government or judicial system gives you a compelled speech sentence? Like, nobody is going to tell me what to say or what not to say.
So that would be that the judge has ordered you to verbally share a disclaimer every time you express your opinions publicly, right?
They're basically asking me to say, what I'm going to tell you isn't right according to the government. That's what they want me to say.
So, I mean, essentially, the judge is compelling you to say something that you don't believe in, that you don't believe to be true. So I'm not a lawyer, but that order seems to contravene your charter rights to freely speak your mind.
They're not really telling me I have to say that vaccines work or this vaccine works. They're telling me that I have to say the government believes that this is the only way out of this. They're making me speak on behalf of the government.
So what happens if you don't voice that disclaimer? Can they put you in jail?
I think so. I think if I breach any of the sentence, the sentencing things, they could probably put me in jail because I'm on probation for 18 months. So if I don't act like a good little subject and toe the line, then yeah, I guess they could put me in jail.
So there are many who say that you're reckless, that you're endangering public safety by staying open and not requiring customers to follow COVID restrictions. So how do you respond to that?
There's a difference between being reckless and doing something that you know is going to cause harm. Justice Germain, he compared me to a drunk driver. Now, statistically, driving drunk, there is a high probability that you're going to injure yourself or another person. There's no question to that. And we have laws to prevent impaired driving, and we shouldn't have a problem with that. What we should have a problem with is when the government says, you have to shut down your life or your business, effectively destroying your livelihood, because there's a slim chance somebody may choose to come to your establishment of their own free will and possibly get sick. That's a completely different thing.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Chris. Appreciate your thoughts there.
Yeah, you're welcome.
After the break, we discuss a Calgary city councilor who's defying calls to step down over outrage from his admitted sexual contact with a teenage girl. Stay with us.